I have no problem being opportunistic when it comes to advantaging my customers. And you know, EV adoption really does come down to when we go into the mainstream.
Did Ford just ruin their beloved compact truck? The 2025 Ford Maverick redesign has sparked outrage among enthusiasts, leaving many to wonder if this is the end of an era or a bold new direction. Well, what really happened? Stick around as we uncover the truth behind the changes. Let's start with the elephant in the room. What exactly changed in the 2025 Ford Maverick? Well, Ford introduced some major design modifications, both inside and out. The exterior now has a bolder, more aggressive look, which is a stark contrast to the simpler utilitarian vibe of previous models. Gone are the clean, straightforward lines that made the original Maverick appealing to those who preferred a no-nonsense truck. In their place are sharper angles, a more pronounced grille, and a somewhat sleeker profile. The front end in particular seems to be where most of the dramatic changes happen. Ford clearly wanted the Maverick to have a more commanding presence on the road. Internally, the redesign hasn't gone unnoticed either. The dashboard has been overhauled with a more tech-heavy focus. The center console now features a larger infotainment screen, and the overall layout feels more modern and car-like, which for some truck lovers is a problem. It seems Ford wanted to make the Maverick more appealing to tech-savvy drivers, but in doing so they may have alienated those who loved the simple and rugged appeal of the older models. Are these changes just aesthetic, or do they affect performance too? Well, that's where things get even more interesting. From a performance standpoint, the 2025 Maverick still retains both the hybrid and electric versions, but the emphasis has definitely shifted more toward efficiency over power. The hybrid engine, while offering great fuel efficiency, doesn't pack the same punch as some enthusiasts were hoping for. This shift towards electrification is in line with Ford's broader strategy of focusing more on hybrid and electric vehicles. However, this might not sit well with those who love the balance the older Maverick struck between affordability, ruggedness, and power. Speaking of affordability, this brings us to another major point of contention: the price. Many long-term Maverick fans are frustrated by the fact that the new price point no longer aligns with what made the Maverick so popular in the first place: its affordability. The earlier models were celebrated for being budget-friendly, offering a compact truck that didn't break the bank. Now, with all the added tech and design upgrades, the price has seen a notable increase. While it's true that the Maverick still undercuts many of its competitors in the compact truck segment, fans are asking if the price hike is justified, especially when the truck seems to have strayed so far from its original ethos. Why exactly are fans saying that Ford has ruined the Maverick? Well, to understand the frustration, it's crucial to look at what the earlier models represented. The Maverick was designed to be a no-frills, affordable, and reliable compact truck. It wasn't trying to be flashy, nor was it trying to cater to a high-end market. It was practical, rugged, and perfect for those who wanted a truck that got the job done without unnecessary bells and whistles. The 2025 redesign, with its tech-heavy interior and more polished look, seems to be a departure from that. Some of the beloved features from previous models are either missing or have been altered beyond recognition. One example is the change in materials used in the interior. Earlier Mavericks were known for using durable, easy-to-clean materials, making them ideal for people who use their trucks for work or outdoor activities. In contrast, the 2025 models feature more high-end materials, which may look nicer but aren't as practical for heavy use. Fans of the older models feels like Ford has strayed too far from what made the Maverick appealing in the first place. So the question becomes, is Ford losing touch with its core audience to appeal to a new market? Now, when comparing the 2025 Maverick to its competitors, it's a bit of a mixed bag. In terms of features, Ford has definitely upped the ante with the Maverick's tech offerings, but does that make it a better truck? The Hyundai's Santa Cruz, for instance, offers similar tech features, but with more engine options and a slightly more rugged build. The perception that Ford ruined the Maverick didn't just appear out of nowhere. It was building up long before the official unveiling of the 2025 model. Rumors about big changes started floating around months ahead of the reveal. Enthusiasts and fans of the Maverick were already on edge, speculating about what Ford had in store. Will the Maverick remain a rugged, affordable truck or shift to a tech-heavy urban design? As the whispers grew louder, so did the anticipation and, of course, the worry. When Ford finally pulled back the curtain on the new design, that's when the criticism really hit its peak. Fans who had been anxiously waiting got their first look at the 2025 Maverick, and for many, it was a shock. The sleek, more refined look was a far cry from the rugged, no-frills design they had fallen in love with in the earlier models. The Maverick is expected to hit showrooms in late 2024, giving Ford time to gather customer feedback. Whether or not this leads to future revisions in future models remains to be seen. Ford has a history of responding to customer feedback, so it's possible that the outcry over the 2025 redesign could influence future iterations. So, where exactly does the 2025 Maverick fall short? The design flaws that upset longtime fans are mostly centered around the truck's departure from its utilitarian roots. Ford has clearly made the Maverick more urban-friendly, with a sleeker design that seems geared more towards city driving and tech enthusiasts than traditional truck owners. For some, the truck's new aesthetic feels less like a compact truck and more like an SUV with a bed, something that doesn't sit well with fans of the older models. Potential buyers can find all the official information about the 2025 Maverick specs and features on Ford's official site. So, who is the 2025 Maverick really for? It seems Ford is targeting a different kind of buyer with this redesign: urban drivers, environmentally conscious buyers, and those looking for a tech-savvy truck that will likely benefit the most from these changes. The vision behind the redesign appears to be about modernizing the Maverick to keep up with market demands and competitor innovations. But by doing so, Ford has left some of its original fan base feeling alienated. Ford's shift with the Maverick seems to be the most polarizing. As we look at the 2025 Maverick, it's clear Ford has made a bold move with this redesign. The real question is whether these changes will resonate with buyers in the long run. Will Ford's modern design lead the market, or will competitors stay traditional? Only time will tell how this gamble plays out in the evolving automotive landscape. It's clear that the 2025 Ford Maverick is a significant departure from what fans have come to know and love. Ford made bold choices, and the fan base has reacted accordingly. The big question now is whether this redesign will stand the test of time or fade into obscurity as a controversial misstep. Only time will tell if Ford's bet on a tech-forward Maverick will pay off. So, what do you think about the new 2025 Maverick? The question now is whether Ford is moving in the right direction, or if they've missed the mark with their latest redesign. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the latest automotive trends.